Continuing to build my 10% version of the UCS Dust Star set number 75339, the trash compactor set. Have sort of finished bags 1 through 3, and the last 2 live streams I've gone just short of finishing bag 3. And so let me just repair a couple things here and get going with the live stream, and then just see who jumps on here and be able to say hello to everyone. Looks like we might have we'll see. I don't know. It's a Friday night. We'll see. So happy Friday to everyone. And I'm going to build up this trash compactor set. I really do enjoy this set. It's got the, or enjoying the build so far. Of course, you got the very key minifigures here. And put them on some little brick separator stands, so you can see what I'm talking about. So even if the live stream is watched later, you'll appreciate, you know, you get the twins. Go figure. Almost looks like Leia's got a stormtrooper outfit, but how cool is it to have a Luke in a stormtrooper outfit? I don't know if he's come in another set like this before, other than what will be in the UCS set, because I think you get 3 versions of a Luke in that one. So that's kind of cool. And why not show off the droids here while get some people to join in on the live. Oh, I guess I can't put R2 that well. There we go. All right, so you get an R2. This is a really cool collection or assortment of minifigures for this set. So you get Han Solo, Leia, you get Luke. Of course, you get Luke and Han Solo in their stormtrooper outfits, and you get Chewbacca, and you get the C-3PO and R2-D2. So 6 minifigures altogether. I guess R2 is a droid. I don't know if does that count as a minifigure, but you get the all-star main core of Star Wars in one set. Hello, little Lego. Welcome. Happy Friday. Good to have you here. Okay, I'm gonna finish up bag 3, and then as people join the chat, hopefully we'll get some people to join the chat. I know it's a Friday, but I figured gotta stream every day and just connect with folks and see how things are going out there. Oh wait, I think, let me double check. I have a piece that fell off, perhaps. I'll keep it over here to the side. All right, so now next week, October 1st, as we're talking Lego, what exciting sets are coming out? Oh, there we go. I found what exciting sets are coming out. October 1st, I already see, it's kind of a bummer again. It looks like, I didn't realize this, it looks like the Lego Ambassadors also got the gingerbread AT-AT, and that is a set I'm looking forward to getting on release. So go figure. What are you gonna do? Little Lego says, did you hear about the new YouTube upgrades? They'll have it so you can stream vertical and horizontal soon. Yeah, I didn't know if that was new or not, Little Lego. I heard that you could, yeah, you could stream both angles and yeah, basically reach a larger audience that way. But I didn't realize that was new. I thought it was already, people were already making it happen. And then using like, I don't know what software, if it's StreamYard or something, but yeah, being able to live stream from both angles. So either way, that's cool. I like, especially after you've live streamed, you know, then you have the video in the vertical, which are in the horizontal, which I think obviously is a lot better to kind of have have for posterity, I guess you could say. You know, just it's there. It's a better video or a better, you know, quality video in that sense. So yeah. Hey, we got Darth Yoda, I believe. Oh, it says Darth Yoda, but I'm assuming Darth Yoda. Little Lego says, yeah, you can kind of, but you have to on two different accounts. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so if you're logged in just to your one account, you can't do both angles. Okay, I thought it was you just had like two different camera angles, but they were streaming at the same time. My son and I, we were kind of playing around with that over the summer where I had our computer camera on and our phone camera on, but it was basically two separate videos. It wasn't reaching the same audience. So I don't know if that was the intent. So I guess I'll have to understand that more. Or maybe you could explain it better. Because I had the computer camera on, so it was the horizontal and the vertical camera on, which you see here. And I guess people could either find us separately on the vertical camera or separately on the horizontal camera versus just find us all in one stream. So yeah, I guess that's what you mean. With the new one, I guess it'll sense which one the other user is using. Okay. Yeah, so in specifics then, do you need a software to do that with? I guess is the question. So that would be cool too, because you know, when you have all these awesome Lego sets on display, you know, at least a selection of them anyway, you know, having it horizontal and vertical would be great. Vertical definitely works for having borrowed ore there in the background. So yeah, those taller Lego sets would be great to have. It'll be built into YouTube Studio. Good to know. So when does that go live, so to speak, Little Lego? When you can have the vertical and the horizontal Legos. That's pretty cool. So yeah, going back to the October 1st release, excited about that, but not that I'm in competition with the you know, the bigger channels, the Lego YouTubers who are Lego ambassadors, but I just think I don't know. I don't think it's that cool that they got those sets ahead of time. They already got the UCS Death Star ahead of time. So they're basically getting serious advance notice or a serious leg up on everyone else, especially those who are trying to make reviews and they're buying those sets with their own money. And then these guys have everything for free way ahead of time. So again, at least a week and a half of time, judging from these videos coming out with the AT-AT gingerbread set. So I don't know. It's just a bummer. Hey, Mark, welcome. Yes, the trash compactor set is here. So if you're new and you're just joining, this is Break Therapy 2-3, and we build Lego, we live stream. I usually live stream with my son. So this Mark is what I call the 10% representation of the UCS Death Star. So that's what I'm saying this is. My 10%, I didn't have to spend $1,000. Didn't even have to spend $100, you know, 10%. I think this actually did sell for $100, but I got it for sale at Walmart. It was a while ago now. So yeah, this set is not out anymore. It's retired, but I'm sure you could get it used. But anyway, this set has been in my backlog. I thought, what perfect timing. I will build this up now that the UCS set is about to be released. And I forgot when I built this, or when I started building this a few days ago, how cool it is to get the main characters of episode 4 in there. You know, you get Chewie, Leia, Han Solo, and Luke, but then you get the two droids. Where's the picture? It's hard to see, but you get C-3PO and R2-D2 hanging out there in the back, you know, ready to rescue their friends. In the movie, of course, it takes place a little bit further away inside the Death Star. But yeah, you get the picture. Oops, Leia fell off here. So it's kind of been a Star Wars marathon of builds. So I get the MIDI size scale Falcon, Millennium Falcon, scaled Falcon. Trying to keep this, I don't know where to put this 25 year anniversary plate, but there it is. And then I've got my first Star Wars set. After getting back into Lego with my kids, I got this white Falcon here. This was the first Star Wars set we ever got, I think. Crazy to think. I didn't get into Lego Star Wars when I got back into Lego with my family, but once I saw this Falcon come out with the Han Solo movie, so that was 2017 or 2018, that set, or this set was out. And it just looks so cool. Of course, it's got the, the R2 pattern here, the R2-D2 pattern with the blue and white, with the blue trim and everything. So it's a great build. But yeah, this trash compactor build is very cool. And, in a diorama set, but very nice tile placement. Just about done with bag 3 here. And you get these cool printed plates with the famous quote. I know it's backwards because of the kind of mirror reflection, but it says, "One thing's for sure, we're all going to be a lot thinner." So, the clever sarcasm or humor in the movie by Han Solo himself. But yeah, got this diorama set, I think primarily for the minifigs. And the scene looked cool, but didn't really think much about it once it was in the backlog. And I'm glad I waited because it's a very fun set to build. It's got a lot of different use of Lego bricks, and kind of it'll have a functionality part to it as well, because it has the trash compactor function, where the walls will come sliding in to potentially, crush the characters, but it doesn't. So yeah, trash compactor diorama, you guessed right, Mark, good job. Little Lego says, "Can't wait for this new set." I think you mean the AT-AT set coming out, the gingerbread set. Hey, Austin, thank you. I will sub. Psh, high fives. Thank you, Austin. Thanks for joining our live stream here. And so, yeah, if you see our logo here, here's our self-designed brick therapy guy here, along with our 2 sig figs, dad and son. Then, yeah, click on the guys probably down here somewhere to subscribe. So thank you, guys. And if you like Lego, keep adding to the chat. What are some sets that you might be getting October 1st? Because, well, a UCS set is coming out. The UCS Death Star. Several sets are retiring. Gotta stay hydrated. And so it's kind of an interesting point in the year when you got to figure out what's going on with your Lego plans. Or you could hold out for a while because, of course, prices are getting pretty crazy. Mark Kent says, "I have the throne room and the Dagobah, but no trash compactor or Endor." So, Mark Kent, then you have 20%, right? You have 20% of the Death Star. That's awesome. Oh, and I have the trench run. Okay, so you've got 30%. That's so cool. Obviously the ones, well, maybe not obvious, but the ones I tend to get, especially in the diorama sets, are the ones with minifigures. So yeah, the Dagobah one is cool because that's where Luke takes his his X-wing fighter to meet Yoda and then train to become a Jedi. Or at least mostly trained to become a Jedi. So yeah, that was I think I do have that set, because that's like half of the TIE fighters in the swamp and everything. Yes, very cool. And I don't know, I guess, the UCS Death Star doesn't have exactly those sets, but the throne room is definitely part of that. And of course, the trench run would be like the outside of the Death Star sphere. So very cool. Little Lego says, "I have Star Wars all over my city, causing havoc. Lots of laughs. Doctor Strange brought them in." Yes, this is where the Lego City, it's so fun. We don't necessarily have an official Lego City set up, but we've got partially set up. We've got the El Dorado Fortress mixed in with the Daily Bugle, mixed in with Sesame Street. mixed in with the smaller Avengers Tower, the one that came out about 5 years ago. So yeah, I get you on that one. Then of course the modular sets that are meant to be in a Lego city. Lots of just cool sets to consider having in your Lego City setup. I think this year is going to be fun. Like the gingerbread AT-AT, you could have like a Star Wars themed parade going through your Lego City or something like that, and have the AT-AT be like, you know, a float or something that goes through and people are cheering for it. We kind of did something like that. My son's working on a clone army. They're kind of falling apart down there. Way down there is this clone army. You could probably see all those, you know, clone troopers. But yeah, we had those at one time marching in a nice line through the Lego City on parade, and the Sesame Street characters cheering for them. I think that's in one of our regular videos if you want to see that. It's pretty fun. Just a quick reference to it. But yeah, so if this October 1st is interesting to you, there's going to be a lot of sets to get a hold of, and I think beyond that, another UCS set, another Super Star Destroyer, I believe. So another Star Wars UCS set. Hey, B Bandits, psh, my mod is here. Love it. Very cool. You are not late, sir. Just started. You can see, well, maybe you can't. Been live for only about 16 minutes. Perfect timing. John Powell, psh, welcome back. Love it. Can continue the discussion from yesterday a little bit earlier. So good job on everyone. Oh, somebody won a giveaway. Very cool. The float, that's a great idea. Yes, I was thinking that, little Lego, just a float to go through the Lego City. You know, what do you, if you have a stormtrooper or clone trooper army, and when I say army, you know, about 20 of them. That's pretty impressive, actually, to have about 20 or 30. So yeah, I think we have more than that. But just have them in a column of two, walking through the street, you know, like a New Year's Day parade, and then you'd have it kind of brings everything together. It kind of makes sense that all those different themes, Marvel, Star Wars, Lego City, modulars. I would obviously put Ninjago in our Lego City because Ninjago City is my favorite set of all time. The first Ninjago City modular. Then you got yourself a pretty fun Lego City. So there it is. If you take my idea, you can now incorporate all of your Lego themes into one, and that being a parade. So I guess it wouldn't be considered serious, but I don't know. You could still say the stormtroopers. You know what? They're up for a more easygoing time than getting blasted by all the main characters who seem to always have better aim than them anyway. So, you know, why not sit out a battle and actually just enjoy a parade and be part of it? I mean, you could take this story. As far as you want. So, yeah, I think then I guess it gets even more interesting if I add the Lord of the Rings sets. With Barad-dûr in the Lego City, Rivendell will take up a ton of room. The Home Alone house. What could you possibly do to add to a Lego City to just make it the crazy, most eclectic theme ever? And then, of course, you'd have to have the new CMF series of Spider-Man that just got released. I don't know how long ago. Wait, not too long ago. Did it come out maybe 2 weeks ago? Or did they come out when the Black Pearl or the Captain Jack Sparrow pirate ship came out, like about 2 weeks ago? So yeah, just lots of sets again. Going back to sets that are out, just released. There's the Willy Wonka set too. I don't know if that's interesting to people, but I did like that movie, especially it's the original one with Gene Wilder. I really did like that set or that theme. So seeing it as a Lego set's kind of fun. How's your day, Brick Therapy? Going well. It is a Friday, and so enjoying the time to live stream with you guys and finish up where I left off yesterday. I didn't get all of the smaller parts put together because I'm getting more into the mechanical parts of the trash compactor build here. And so I need to kind of get the mechanized, or the parts that actually function to close the doors of the trash compactor. And this is, again, such a fun set because I want to see, as you build, you want to see how this all kind of comes together and actually has that function, and also looks like the interior of a Death Star. Like, look at all those cool Lego bricks coming together, Lego slope and angular pieces coming together to build this diorama set. My 10% of the UCS Death Star. So yeah, lots of good stuff. Oh, Little Lego says, I have multiples of Luke, Darth Vader, etc. You mind if I steal your idea if I get that set? Hey, we can join forces on that Little Lego, and I'm planning to get that set. I'm definitely planning to get that gingerbread AT-AT. I gotta have that gingerbread AT-AT Darth Vader as well. So I'm sure someone's already thought of that, but it just came to mind that how could you make your Lego city look like it makes sense with all those characters? I think a parade is the best way. So yeah, I have multiples of those guys too. I have in fact, in this White Falcon, I got a younger Han Solo, and I think there's a Chewbacca, and already a couple of C-3POs. But again, another cool part of this trash compactor set is, Luke and Han in the Stormtrooper armor. And these are this minifig, and the Han one are going to be in that UCS set. I think you get, like I said earlier, about three different versions of Luke in the UCS set. So fun ideas along with DC and Marvel. Yep, for a Lego City Parade, why not? This is probably the best diorama due to the action of the walls. I'm starting to think that, John Powell. I do have the Dagobah one, and I haven't built that one, so I should dig that out as well. Maybe build that one next. But that one, that's a totally different setting in terms of the movie, because that one's more associated with the Empire Strikes Back, right? I think is that where Luke travels to the Dagobah system? I think. And I'm trying to get my order of the story together here. But yeah, I do. And I just like this build too, because it's contained, and actually all the tile pieces that go together to show the inside, the interior of the trash compactor, they look really good. So it's just a fun looking build. B Bandit says the new CMF is so cool. So B Bandit, does that mean you got the Spider-Man ones? I definitely, the one Spider minifigure I like, I don't know if it's in that CMF set, but I'm sure it's got to be, is the one that's the Porky one, the Pig Spider-Man or whatever it's called. But he's got that porker head. I think that's a cool CMF, or just a cool minifigure. I think he might be one of the CMFs. I guess I could look on the website and check. September 1st is when the CMF's released. Oh, okay, so they've been out for almost a month now. Love the original Willy Wonka, but not getting that set. Yeah, I'm also thinking about that one. I assume that will be out for at least a year, John Powell. So really what is on the shopping list right now was, like I've been saying, if I get a UCS set, that kind of takes priority, and then that kind of takes out everything else, because you basically have to, unless you have an unlimited budget, you basically spend all your Lego budget for maybe 2 years worth right there, depending on how much you think you can spend, have disposable income on. And of course, using insider points helps. I am tempted. I shouldn't say was. I wasn't initially interested in the Black Pearl set or the Captain Jack Sparrow ship, but I keep saying it looks so cool next to the Barad-dûr tower over here, And the build looks great. And I did notice there's that mechanical feature to that as well with the broadside, you know, where the cannon flaps come up from the ship and then the cannons roll out, which is just such a fun, what a fun feature, especially for a pirate ship to have all the cannons and like a functionality like that. They all come out, roll out at once, like an old 200-year-old, 300-year-old tall ship in a kind of master and commander version of a sea battle. So that set is definitely appealing. Although I don't know if Lego anticipated it, how popular it was, but it's been on back order since it was released. And I know people probably totally got into the gift with purchase that came with it. I didn't really find the compass or the Sega controller that interesting to get, so it definitely didn't make me feel any FOMO to get that set on release day. But later on, maybe there'll be another cool gift with purchase to go with that, and then it won't be on back order anymore. So that's another set that's appealing. So kind of thinking of that one at some point. B Bandit says, I'm not getting that set because I can't afford them, but even if I did have enough for the Willy Wonka, still wouldn't get it. Yeah, I don't know. It's gosh, what is that? Like another $300 set. They're all the $219. So that one's got 2,000. Oh, how perfect. 2,025 pieces. The Black Pearl has 2,862 pieces, and it's basically $170 more. So yeah, wait on those. The UCS set, Millennium Falcon, still interests me the most. I do like the Soundwave Transformer build, and I think you get double insider points if you buy any of the Transformer sets right now. Let me double check that if that's true. Not that anyone's, gonna get that right now. Yep, double insider points for Soundwave, Optimus Prime, and Bumblebee. And I got Bumblebee right here. I'm not going to transform him though because these things are a headache to transform. All the small like side window pieces and paneling fall off, but it does look cool as a vehicle. The robot part is cool as well, but you can peek his head out here. There's Bumblebee's head. I always love the transformer heads or the robot heads. So there you go. There's Bumblebee peeking out. But yeah, it's a cool looking bug. A very cool build. I think I had that out there for Glitchfire when he was on a live stream a little while ago, but he's not around right now, so that's okay. John Powell says, yeah, not going to get that set. It looks cool. Beans! Beans is here. Welcome, welcome. Homer Simpson, Spider Pig, says John Powell. Oh, in terms of CMFs, don't have any of the Simpsons. Not a CMF. I think they did come out with a CMF series for the Simpsons. And I think the Krusty Burger set looks cool. Not interested in buying anything Simpsons. It's kind of like the Home Alone house. That would be another fun set. There's a lot of cool references in that set that come from the movie, and that movie's fun, especially as I'm sure it'll sell out. Actually, I think, is that set retiring? I'm sure that set will sell out quick this year, being a Christmas set. Well, I don't know. Among other things, whatever Lego can, I guess, get away with in terms of how much money people are willing to spend on Lego this year. Now that there's so many big sets coming out or are out already, it will be interesting. But I did consider that Home Alone set to get at one point, and then I don't know, $300 for a giant house. I don't know. It looks, again, a lot of sets look pretty cool, but do I want them enough to pay for them is the question. All right, so now I see it on the trash compactor set. I see the track pieces right there on the side. It's still blurry. This part right here, and then one right here. So this is going to go on the right side if it's facing the camera. So it's gonna slide here into that track part. So here we go. So mechanical connection going on from, again, just enjoying this build. Oh, I love that how the Lego just, boom, there we go. There is the trash compactor wall getting ready to do its damage, or at least try to. Okay, so there's that section all built. Put that right here in the foreground. And I think, oh wait, you got a couple more paneled parts to add to, I guess, keep the entire build looking pretty smooth. So it looks like I gotta slide this in a little bit. Okay. So yeah, you know, the other thing is we have quite a few sets in our backlog, and I could probably do with, you know, as they say in church, you know, maybe fast for a little while on getting any new Lego. And so that's probably part of the motivation for getting the UCS set, because if we get that set and build it, that'll take me a while, especially if I do most of the building. Now, if my son helps me, he could definitely knock it out a lot faster, but that definitely has to be a set to split up and have some teamwork on. I think one of you guys had suggested maybe do a live stream around Christmas and have my whole family be in the live stream. We do a build of something like that, you know, a Christmas present to all of us. Although I don't know if the rest of my family would be as excited. Well, they'd think it's cool to have a giant Millennium Falcon covering up the dining table, but it would be sure fun to build together. So I don't know, some other thought for Christmas. Owen the Lego Master, psh, yes sir, Lego Therapy. So please leave a like, guys, if you're new to the channel and you like Lego. Please like and subscribe. And here's Brick Therapy right here, the Sig Fig. And just thank you guys. Keeping up with the Star Wars theme today. Building up 75339, the trash compactor, and talking to you guys about all things Lego. B Bandit says, Spider Pig does whatever Spider can. Yes, sir. Famous Spider Pig scene from The Simpsons. Are you serious? Is that where that character came from? How crazy. I didn't even know that. John Powell says, yeah, basically done buying Lego for a good while. I'm just building my backlog. Yeah, that is a good plan. And there's several sets in the backlog. You know, you get 20 insider points for sets you already have, as long as it has that barcode on it, right? So you get some insider points like that from scanning that. I know 20 points isn't that much, but have quite a few. I don't know when they started doing that. Probably, since I think at least 2019, I've noticed sets have the barcode on the instructions, and I didn't know that right away, so I had to like dig up all my instruction books from the last few years and then start scanning them all furiously before I forgot if I gotten all those 20 points here and there. And those added up quickly. Actually, those added up enough to lead up to the discount where I got the Lord of the Rings sets. Probably added up to enough, I don't know, maybe about $30 worth. So that was cool. 20 points isn't like when you do buy a new Lego set and you get double insider points, but they add up. So especially, you know, if you buy the sets separately from Lego, you don't get the insider points. So it's nice that they offer something, you know, a few cents worth. All right, bag 4. Here we go. Now we get the remaining cast of this trash compactor set. But so far, so good. I guess I'm going to build the other wall. And this is a really cool display piece. I like the color contrast with those smooth tiles on the inside, and then of course the mechanical feature of the wall moving in and out to sort of work its way to crush all the trash in there, but hopefully not our main characters. And the other cool part is back to real plastic bags. When I was building this Midi Falcon, that was the paper bags. I did not realize how long it's been since Lego's been advertising paper bags, but never came across a set until just this week. So there you go. And this is the last bag. So there's only 4 bags in this set, but it's 802 pieces total. So it's a pretty cool set for the diorama set, being a 10th of the UCF Death Star. Let's see. B Bandits is here. I'm glad everyone's doing well. 2019 is when they started the GITA, or the 20 points, the QR code points. Is that what you're saying, B Bandits? Very cool. John Powell says, just finished the 3 HP Diagon Alley playsets. Oh, did you get the large scale one that went on sale just before it sold out, or maybe the nano scale version? But either way, both of those looked great. Those are great, or the bigger version is definitely great for a Lego city. John Powell says, I've got 4 boxes of manuals. I need to register to get the points. Wow, you're going to be pretty impressed then, John Powell. That's going to be a good amount of insider points. And it's kind of fun too. Then once you do that, you can go on lego.com and you have a catalog, a curated list, I guess you could say, of all your Lego collection, at least the ones you can scan. Before that, there was, or not that it doesn't exist now, but there's another site called brickset.com where you can register all your sets, or they have all the sets going back all the way to the 1970s, and you can highlight or check off all the sets you have there, and they tell you, it's kind of fun. They tell you your ranking among all other Lego collectors as to how many Lego sets you have compared to others around the world, at least those that have used and registered their sets on the brickset.com website. So at the time when I started doing that, I think I was, number 20,000 or something behind all these other people who have a lot more significant of a collection. So that's kind of funny. But that's another great site. It gives you quite a lot of cool stats. When a Lego set was first released, the price at original release date, the price or value that it's currently at. And we made a video of Lego investing, and so we did highlight that website, which I found pretty useful. I don't necessarily go to it too often now, but it was very helpful, especially when we're living overseas. I used that set all the time because it would list the in the country you're in, it would list like Amazon and other retailers' prices, so you could see what sets are on sale or at a discount, and you could make kind of decisions based on that. If you were, at that time I was just starting to rebuild or reestablish our Lego collection all over again, or renew it, I guess, getting back into Lego, becoming an adult fan of Lego, an AFOL, and so I went to that set all the time. And at that time I was trying to track down the Ninjago City set as well. John Powell says, just did a set with paper bags. First time seeing those. I've had the large Diagon Alley set for a few years. I was so tempted to get that set when Lego dropped the price on that, you know, like almost $100. I think it was $90 discount. And I think double insider points went with it. But not, I like the Harry Potter sets, but it's just this theme I don't follow. I haven't read the books, haven't seen the movies. I just like the builds. I got the Tri-Wizard ship because as a history buff, I just like that kind of look, you know, another old school looking ship. So yes, remember to like the stream as we talk. Yes, thank you, B-Bandits. Leave a like. Oh, got 13 likes. Let's see if we can get to 20 likes as I work on bag 4 here. But yeah, I don't know. The Diagon Alley, it was tempting. And then I realized, you know, that's like, I don't know. So that dropped the price down to $380 or something, or maybe a little bit less than that. But I couldn't, I don't know. Again, now I'm at the point, after getting Barador, it's kind of like just, you know, I got the 3-in-1 Castle set. That was $120 or $130. And then we got this mid-size scale Millennium Falcon. And a couple other smaller sets. And so that's enough. Don't want to wreck the budget on, you know, getting distracted, which Lego's really good at saying, you know, before, you know, you're waiting for something else to be released, or you're waiting on some other set to maybe get to the point of buying, and then they tempt you with these other sets and discounted prices or double insider points, or get this set now and a gift with purchase. So yeah, I gotta be careful with that. All right, we've got Mr. Han Solo and his Stormtrooper imitation, his Stormtrooper armor. So very cool. These guys are ready to enter the trash compactor soon and get this set going. Got to put Chewbacca together here. I forgot that Chewbacca is, you know, torso and legs, and then his head is basically a giant helmet piece. So I don't know if this was the easiest minifigure to make, or if how they decided what the best design would be. Of course, if you want to make his head, if you want to make his head kind of actually close enough to what the character looks like in the movie, then I guess you got to go with this kind of design. But it is weird that his whole head and upper body has to be like one molded piece. So yeah, just thinking about how all these minifigures come together. But here they are, standing on, you know, a familiar place, although, you know, there is no white falcon in Star Wars lore, I guess. What's more fictional than the others? But yeah, there they are. Okay, so we got the characters all built. John Powell says, you definitely should have gotten it a must-have set. Oh, don't make me regret my decision, John Powell. there's other sets I wish I would have gotten for sure. Yes, remember to like the stream. Lego Gamer, welcome. Psh, good day to you, sir, as well. Welcome. So, building, I'll just update in case new people have joined. Finishing up. I guess I can say that now. I'm on bag 4. There's only 4 bags in this set. Finishing up the Death Star Trash Compactor, set number 75339, 802 pieces. This is my experience of as close as I'll get to a UCS Death Star set, right? So this is part of that whole diorama that's going to be in that set. And then just before that, had the mid-size scale Millennium Falcon, because this can also fit in that new UCS Death Star set. So going with some Star Wars sets that will maybe lead to a November purchase of a UCS set. Aiming for the UCS Millennium Falcon as a purchase. Have never had a UCS set, and so as much as I could say that Diagon Alley was a must-have, John Powell, I think the Millennium Falcon takes priority and precedent over that. After all, you just can't have all the sets, or maybe you can. I don't know. Can you have all the sets? That's kind of the fun part. If you've ever seen, there've been a couple Lego YouTubers who have gone to the Billund house, the Lego house in Denmark, and I think it's there, or maybe it's at one of their offices, but I think it's at the Denmark house. They have a whole storage facility, maybe basement or giant vault below, and every single Lego set that's ever been made is still in its box in that storage facility, which I think is really cool. So only they can have them all. Only the Billund house. I don't know who else could have. I bet there's some serious Lego collector I don't know about yet. They give Chewie this huge staff. I don't know what in the world. Oh, this is what he uses to prop or wedge between the walls. I forgot, to keep the walls from crushing them. That's right. Temporary fix to a problem that they need to get out of. So yeah, I gotta consider my purchasing options here. I can't get everything. What a bummer. Makes me think. What was it? I think once a year, I want to say, or at least I've seen it a couple times. Lego has done those insider perks, or those insider rewards, where you can join a raffle, basically enter your name and win perhaps 1 million Lego insider points. And I've seen it twice, and man, if I won that, goodness gracious, what could I do with that? Hey, Lego Timmy, what's up? Welcome, you guys. Lego Gamer says there's only 4 bags. Yeah, so I'm building up this set, 75339, 802 pieces, but only 4 bags. There are 2. You could say technically there's more than that, because there were 2 number 2 bags, but it was, 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, inside each one of those bags were smaller little bags with all the other smaller ones, 1x1 type pieces. So yeah, 802 pieces, 4 bags. 10% of the UCS Death Star is in my hands right here, guys. That's what I'm calling it. It's my 10% version. Didn't have to spend $1,000. So working on bag 4 right now, and let me connect the first 2 pieces, one being a track piece, so you can tell already where this one's going to end up at some point here. And I really like this build. I do recommend it, but it's a retired set now. This was in my backlog for quite a while, so figured I'd build it now as we get close to the October 1st release date. So yeah, welcome everybody. Lego Timmy's here, B Bandits, Lego Gamer, John Powell, Owen the Lego Master, let's go. Don't know if I gave you a high five. Little Lego was here for a little bit. Beans, all you guys. And what do you guys think about these October 1st releases? Definitely going to get the gingerbread AT-AT. So I guess there goes my idea of fasting from Lego purchases. Oh, John Powell's rubbing it in even more. The Diagon Alley is probably top 5 all time. Are you kidding me? I mean, they did give us plenty of opportunity, right? That thing was out for at least 5, maybe 6 years. So, but the UCS Millennium Falcon has been out even longer. So there's my trump card for that. So I still have to get that set. I don't wonder the Diagon Alley, if that's a used set on Bricklink. I wonder how much it would be. Although now that it's retired, it might have gone up in price. Yeah, the Falcon is top 5 also. There we go. Okay, so we have an agreement there. Beans, maybe one day you will be a Lego Ambassador member and get to see the vault. Oh, Beans, that would be so cool. Plus a trip to Billund, Denmark to see the home of the Lego birthplace, or however you want to describe it. And I guess that would include the original toy sets, which were not even Legos or not buildable bricks. So yeah, it'd be a fun place to get. I think they also have exclusive sets you can only get there. So hopefully, you know, if you've ever gone, if anyone gets a chance or an opportunity to go there, I'm assuming there would be quite a lot or enough to see that, you know, would occupy your time and warrant travel all the way to Denmark. Because once you get to Billund, Denmark, I really don't know what else is there. If it's a small town, I mean, Denmark's a smaller country, so I guess you could, you know, add it to more of a European travel itinerary. But man, that's some serious commitment. If you're there for Lego itself is already a serious commitment in expense, and then to add in an international trip to Europe and then specifically to Denmark. And I don't know how close Billund is to anything. I should look it up on a map and see how close it is to the airport, and you know, travel and where to stay and all those things. That could be quite involved. So I think, Beans, I'm with you, man. Going there will be as realistic as me becoming a Lego ambassador. So not impossible, but I have been heavy on the critique of the UCS set, or at least just echoing what other people have said. So I don't know if that rules me out, but got to be honest, you know, as a Lego enthusiast, a Lego fan, got to be critical of, you know, spending your hard-earned dollars on Lego and then making some decisions on what to get. Yasser is back. Welcome. Awesome. Yasser says, you look like you could speak German. Yeah, I don't know if that would be very helpful in Denmark, but I don't know if they'd appreciate that either necessarily. But, you know, going through their history there. But we'll see. Bean says, yeah, maybe one day you'll be in the Lego Ambassador Network. One with the stud. Welcome. Good to see you guys here. How are you guys? I just subscribed and liked. Thank you, sir. One with a stud. Thank you. Thank you. These minifigures are proven to be kind of a favorite of mine now. I'm just having them stand next to me here. So I'm going to show them off again. How cool are these Luke and Han Solo Stormtrooper armor-clad minifigs? These guys are great. So again, not only can I say that I have the 10% version of the UCS Death Star here, but I have these guys. I'm pretty sure they also come in that Death Star set. Maybe a little different. I don't know if their heads and hair pieces will be the same, but I know for sure the Luke will be in the Stormtrooper armor. Yeah, because the diorama in the Death Star set does have this scene. I've seen at least one review, and I do believe that will be there. So cool. And I'm also looking forward to just seeing how, I'm looking forward to see how sales go for that set. What do you guys think? Is it gonna do well on opening day or week? Are a lot of people gonna buy that set? How many people are out there in the general public that are anticipating they're gonna go to the Lego store, they're gonna go on the website and spend $1K on a Lego set? That will be interesting just to see. I will get entertainment out of just hearing how that goes, and not to make fun of people doing that. I think that's very cool. I appreciate that some people can do that. Kudos to them for having the income level, or whatever it is, the ability to do that. In fact, if that does, the scary part I was going to say is, if that does sell out, if that set is uber popular, there you go, there's your German word right there, uber. If that set is uber popular, what's that going to do for Lego pricing in the near future? Because if there's rumors of other UCS sets, or maybe not rumors, there's leaks like another UCS Star Wars set. I think it's another Super Star Destroyer, and then there's the Minas Tirith set that'll be coming out, I think, or talk of it. these prices could go crazy for Lego. And then what do? Buy everything on Bricklink at that point. B Bandit says, hello to everyone. Oh, I'm gonna make sure I catch up here on the chat. Something, a set's gonna be delivered Thursday. I missed that part. One with the stun says, since I realized I couldn't win, I wanted a BB-8. I'll call you BB-8 for now. John Powell says, yeah, everyone complains, but they will buy it. There it is. That's what I'm wondering, right? $1,000. One with the stud says, if that's okay. From Star Wars, John Powell says, did you live in Germany? Did I live in Germany? No, we lived in Spain for quite a while. We were there for 10 years, and they, it's interesting in terms of Lego. I mean, the country's wonderful. It's beautiful. You don't need to have Lego to go there, but in terms of Lego, they have a Lego store licensed, or Lego licensed stores. So if you go on the Lego website, it'll say that Spain has official Lego stores, but they're Lego licensed stores. So it's interesting. When we first discovered those over there, when I got back into Lego, we were living in Spain, and got Ninjago City over there, started building our collection over there. And actually, that is just another part of our channel, Brick Therapy, is that Lego was such a fun part of my kids growing up and living in Spain, because they were so much younger and smaller then. That's basically one of the fun pastimes we had, was building Lego, especially that one, day, that one milestone day where my youngest son said, can you help me build this Lego set? And then it just, something clicked in my brain and said, oh my gosh, I got to get back into Lego. And then discovered Ninjago City and everything. But Spain has these licensed Lego stores, so they're not official Lego stores. They look like Lego stores. Everything, the setup is about 99.9% the same as a US Lego store. The employees wear, instead of the aprons and everything, they wear black polo shirts, and then it says Lego on the top of their shirt. And the first time we went to one of those, and we just bought I don't know, a set of minifigures or something from the CMF, or the Build a Minifig table, because they have those too. And then I think we got one other set. And I said, oh, at that time, she said, oh, you're a Lego VIP. I have a Lego VIP card. Can I add that to my account? And they said, actually, we don't award you Lego VIP points or Lego Insider points when you buy them at the Lego store in Spain. That's only through Lego directly, which was quite strange. I'm like, are you serious? Because everything here looks like Lego. I mean, even the Lego store on the outside, or the signage on the outside, they were all in shopping malls. You wouldn't know it was any different from a Lego store, other than the way the employees have like a little bit different uniform and look. So I put it to the test, and I got on the Lego Insider or Lego.com website and wrote the customer service and just said, I bought these sets here at your Lego store in Spain. You list them on your website, but they say it's not an official Lego store. It's a licensed Lego store. But here's what I purchased. I'd really like to have these insider points. And what was cool, Lego has a pretty sweet customer service. I haven't had a bad experience with anything with Lego customer service. They gave me the points, the equivalent of this, as if I bought it from a regular Lego store in the US. So maybe that's changed, because we haven't lived there for a few years now. But any purchase I made at a Lego store in Spain, I had to contact customer service and then tell them I bought this set at your licensed store in Europe, and then they award me the points. So I don't know if that's the case at other Lego stores outside the United States or if that's just Spain, but I thought that was interesting. And their Lego stores, they had quite a few. Like they have them in all the major cities. Like we were in Madrid or in the Madrid area, and they have two of them I can think of that we went to. And super fun to go to. Just a little bit different look. In fact, if you go to our video, our channel, and you look up our videos that we released around July 2024, we went to the Spain Lego store back then. But yeah, just an interesting experience in terms of living abroad with Lego. But the other cool part though about Lego over there was there was a couple other ways to get used Lego. There's a app that at least used to be or used quite a lot called Wallapop, and I would look up Lego on there. I got like at least 5 really good size Lego sets, including the Destiny's Bounty. And my son, who collected Nexo Knights at the time, got so many good sets on Wallapop for about half the price, and they were brand new. Not even the box was open. It was a great place. Thinking Lego would be more expensive in Europe, but not always the case. Especially now with the way the prices are around the world and tariffs and taxes and inflation. But man, had so many fun bargain hunting experiences buying Lego when we lived over there. The only set I couldn't track down, and I'm talking about sets I wish I would have gotten, John Powell, the Lego Movie 2 Apocalypseburg set. I don't know if any of you guys have ever had any interest in the Lego Movie sets, but that Apocalypseburg set with the half-built Statue of Liberty set, like kind of like the old movie Planet of the Apes. Man, that set I held off on, and I wish I would have gotten that. That came on several times for a discounted price, both here in the U.S. and in Spain. So that was one set. Darn it, didn't get that one. That one to me would have been just as cool as Ninjago City. Hey, Cam Bricks, welcome. One with a stud is still with us. Awesome. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Just making sure. Yeah, we think, well, how many people are going to buy the UCS Death Star? Sorry, I got to go. My phone's ringing. No worries. One with a stud. Thank you for your subscribe and like and joining us. 19 likes. And if you're watching and you like Lego, please leave a like. Get us to 20 likes. We're like one person away from being at the 20 like level. Please leave a like. Thanks so much, guys. John Powell says, oh, okay, I heard you mention you lived overseas, then someone said something about speaking German. Oh, because Yasser asked if I needed to speak German to go to Denmark, I assume. I said, no, not exactly, but we did live overseas, speaking Spanish, not German. Cam Bricks, also just realized my house is made out of my own. Oh, interesting. B Bandit says, yes, thanks for joining us. B Bandit said, oh yeah, so I'm not sure talking about Lego or what the heck's going on here. Cam made something out of Lego. Very cool. The Ramen House is here. All right, Ramen House. Ramen House, thanks for coming back. I think you've been with us before. It's been a while, I think. Yes, nice to hear you guys. I Need the Money says, I got the Bad Batch shuttle for $190 this past week. Very cool. CC5853, I thought I saw you there. Very cool. Welcome, all you guys. And we got the 20 likes. Love it. Ramen House, yes, I've been here, but I'll be back. Awesome. Look at the Terminator talk there. They've never done Lego Terminator. That'd be an interesting thing. They got the Back to the Future one that came out a while back. That is another set that has been out. Speaking of movie themes, that one's been out. I don't know if Lego still has it out as a set to buy or not, but Walmart's had that set on sale for quite a while. I don't know. There's just some random sets that are out that I'm not sure what the reasoning is. Like there's the Up House from the Disney movie, the Up House with the balloons. That set's been literally floating around for a while too, and on sale for pretty decent discounted price if you like to have a random build like that. Maybe it's kind of like in the realm of Willy Wonka. There's these kind of one-off sets. There was a Sesame Street set that came out, kind of more these childhood memories sets, you know. So I guess when the movie theme sets come out, it's pretty much sticking with Lord of the Rings and Star Wars. And if that Lord of the Rings Minas Tirith set is not a rumor but really gonna happen, that'll be interesting. Some people mentioned yesterday it might be another UCS Death Star where they mess up the look of that set, and I don't know, it just doesn't turn out to be as great as you think. Like maybe John Powell, you had mentioned maybe it'll be released and it'll be more of like a exterior build and nothing else. So yeah, that could be okay if the exterior has at least like the top of the whole Minas Tirith set. It has the top where the king chamber is supposed to be, that throne room at the top, or where the steward is. That would be, I think that would still be an awesome set. And then you'd have the Tree of Gondor on the top of there. So a lot of ideas that could actually turn out to look okay. All right, some more wall patterns here for this set. So if you just joined and you're kind of hearing me go over random topics, so this is the foundation of the live stream today. The Trash Compactor build, 75339, 802-piece set, only 4 bags. It's a very fun build. You get some of the best minifigures around if you like Lego Star Wars, right? You don't get the Millennium Falcon here, but you get all these guys. You get Han, you get Leia, you get R2-D2, you get Han, you get Luke, you get C3POs, you get Chewbacca back there. So got my Star Wars theme going on today and enjoying the build and the live stream. The Bandits, and let's see. You guys all greeting each other. Very cool. I Need That Money says, the only set I buy are Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and Transformers. Very cool. I Need That Money. Then you probably know about the double insider points to get the Transformers sets. It's out right now. I don't know how long that deal is going to last, but if you haven't gotten the Soundwave, that might be a good opportunity. I respect that. Glad to hear you're doing good. So yeah, lots of Lego to think about. I can't wait though, to be honest. Yes, that Falcon, the Millennium Falcon, is great. I can't wait, or I can wait, because it'd be spending money, but I'm looking forward to the October 1st in different ways. I know I've said this, but the AT-AT gingerbread set, I want to get, the moment it's, turns midnight, October 1st. So gosh, what would that be? Wednesday or late Tuesday evening, Wednesday morning. Be ready and online, ready to go for that set. And the cool part is that set, or the cool part for me getting that set, is that being on the West Coast, I don't think I have to wait till midnight. I think I can make that purchase at 9 p.m. on the West Coast. So we'll see what happens. How much is this set? I'm thinking of getting it. Oh man, if you're talking about the ones I have, Bandits, they're all retired. So I have no idea. Like the White Falcon and the Trash Compactor set, this one's retired. The only set which I highly recommend is the mid-scale Millennium Falcon. But yeah, these other ones are retired. I could look it up, just curious. So while I'm thinking about it, how much is the Trash Compactor set? Used or, even new? 75339. Whoops. Because that would be interesting to find out. So the trash compactor set used, or just in condition, good condition, of course. Complete set, $60. All right, you can't go wrong. So use $60, good condition. Don't get the box or anything. So I mean, if you're wondering about the set I'm building, if that's the one, that's not bad, because it was $100, I want to say, buying it new. I bought it on sale at Walmart, so it wasn't. I didn't spend that much, but $60 used for the figures. Hopefully, the figures are in good condition if you do buy it. So I do recommend it it is a really good build. I really like it, so I can't complain. But now the focus is on a UCS set. So all Star Wars this time around. I didn't think I would be this focused on getting Star Wars sets, but I guess when you spend, or potentially spend, $850 on a set, you know, look out. So we'll see what happens. I'd enjoy getting a UCS set to build. Of course, then, you know, I said this already, but then you're thinking, you come face to face with the fact, how much could you get? How much other Lego could you get for $850? Ivan's here. Psh, welcome, Ivan. John Powell says, or no, I Need That Money says, I'm wanting to get the Soundwave on sale. I think you could consider it on sale if you want the insider points, especially if you are, you know, collecting Lego in general. You'll have that advantage or that money later. But I get you, yeah. If it go, I don't know. I haven't seen those sets go on sale, at least not through Lego, the Transformer ones. John Powell says, we'll have an interior, but it's going to be like the bar door, a facade with no depth. That's signature Lego now. Okay, so I do like the bar door set, but yeah, we'll see how that all looks. So I guess there is more information about it. That's interesting, John Powell. I'm getting the gingerbread AT-AT at my Lego store says, I Need That Money. Yeah, so October 1st is the go-to date. I would love to go October 1st on opening day. That'd be a Wednesday, though. It would be fun to see if they'll have the Death Star on display at that point. Or do they do it maybe a day later? But I'm pretty sure, especially a set that size and price, they gotta have it on display. Ivan Rose says, Brick Therapy, my dad and my sister and I are okay. They're gonna go with me. Wait, hold on, I gotta reread this. Ivan says, Brick Therapy, my dad, my sister, and me are okay with me buying the Lego UCS Death Star. I might either get it on Black Friday or get it on Black Friday or early as a Christmas present or my birthday. We will see. Whoa, Ivan Arroyo. How cool is that? Going for the UCS Death Star. So it sounds like you're not necessarily going to be in a rush to get it opening day, so you would miss out on the gift with purchase, but there we go. Well done, Ivan. John Powell says, yeah, you can buy at midnight East Coast time, so 9 p.m. for you. Yep, that's what I'm anticipating to get that set. I do believe that AT-AT set will sell out fast. Liam, the Star Wars fan, good to see you. The White Falcon is $280, says, I Need That Money. Okay, so this set now, is that used or new? But yeah, so this set now is $280. That sounds about right. I don't know if I would buy that set anymore for that price, but I guess it, again, just depends on how much you want certain Lego sets. It is a great build. The minifigs are great. I love the uniqueness of it, and it's a great contrast. If you have all your Lego sets kind of on display, it's a great contrast to have that next to the Dark Falcon. We have that set as well. So yeah, when it comes to Lego Star Wars, I just love the Millennium Falcon sets, and so it just sounds like a given that I should get the UCS version of it, and the build would be amazing. In fact, the UCS scale size builds, there are quite a few that I would like to have. The Titanic, which I don't know if that is considered a UCS set, but the Titanic, the Jango Fett starship that came out recently, and then the Venator. I think the Venator looks amazing. Got that, or not, didn't get that set, but saw that set built up and displayed at the Lego store a couple times, and it's very cool. Even the Java Barge one looks good. John Powell had mentioned that yesterday, and I didn't think much of that set, but then as you think about the minifigs that it comes with, and then the look of the set too, it's not just a bunch of gray and dark gray and light gray plate pieces, which a lot of Star Wars ships in the past have tended to be, and it kind of just looks like a Lego mess of Lego plates. But yeah, that Java the Barge one looks very good. So quite a lot of Lego sets on the UCS side, but the Millennium Falcon is my number one choice. Okay, I got the second wall almost built up here, and gotta add some more backing to this. So this trash compactor set is pretty sweet. I'm not gonna say I regret buying it at all, because when I got it, I thought, oh, it's cool. I have another Lego Star Wars set that I don't know, I'll consider building at one time. I don't remember exactly what finally convinced me, probably because it was on sale at Walmart. But yeah, it looks so great now. John Powell says, you can buy at midnight. Yep, at West Coast time, so 9 o'clock here. And Ivan says, when I buy the Lego UCS Death Star, I will be able to park my Lego UCS Millennium Falcon in front of the Lego UCS Death Star. Look at you, Ivan. You got to post a picture of that on our community page. I don't know if you have before, but man, that would be cool. B Bandit says, I'm at the trash compactor. How much is the trash compactor? $60, B Bandit. So on bricklink.com, I saw it for $60, and from a Bricklink store in the US. So not bad at all, actually. If it is used, but I think you probably, if it's through Bricklink, it's probably definitely a reputable place. I Need That Money says, I have the black out Millennium Falcon and the sequel trilogy Falcon. Very cool. Aren't those, I think those are the best. I love those ships. I know there's other cool Star Wars ships, whether it's the ones we have here in the background, like the Star Destroyer or others, but I don't know, the Millennium Falcon's the best. It's just another character. Hello, John Bricks. Psh, welcome, welcome. B Bandit says, hello to everybody. Ivan says, that's why I'm working a lot more to earn enough money to buy the Lego UCS Death Star. Way to go, Ivan. You saved that money and get the UCS Death Star. That'll be a fun build. You'll have to update us and then post on the community how the experience is going. I will be a proud owner of 2 UCS Lego Star Wars sets, the Millennium Falcon and the UCS Star. Yes, sir. John Powell says, the server always crashes, so it may still be midnight your time before you get an order through. Nothing sells out until at least 10 a.m. the next day. Yeah, I guess I've never gone on to Lego where that happens. There have been times where they put you on a wait list, like the website will just put you out in a wait list and they have you play, like they have a Pong game going or something. It's kind of funny. Black Friday is usually when that happens. So we'll see how this goes with the release day, October 1st. Yeah, especially, I wonder if they'll have, actually, I don't know how it'll work out. I say that. I wonder if they'll have priority for people that are buying the UCS Death Star, if they get to go to a separate special link, because I would think Lego does not want to miss out on those purchases, on those orders. So really interesting to see how this all kind of takes shape. What what is this? What are the sales going to look like October 1st? Two pretty popular, I think, anticipatory Lego sets. A lot of criticism on the UCS set, but it sounds like momentum's building for that one. The Ghost Ship. The Ghost Ship is my favorite ship in any medium, but the Millennium Falcon is up there. Yeah, the older Ghost Ship. We have the newer one in the kind of see. Got all our Star Wars ships collection. Definitely not like some people have, but we got a respectable amount right there. Not enough to break the bank, so to speak, but it's a good size amount of Lego represented there. Ivan, good to see you, man. Excited. Tell us how you fare with getting that set. Very cool to have you here. Yes, the queue is every month on release day, and I'm there every time. Very cool, John Powell. But not this time, right, John Powell? Are you gonna take a break, or will you have one exception and get the gingerbread AT-AT like some of us are looking forward to getting? So I don't know. It'll be fun. This is the one time where I don't think I thought I'd get as much entertainment or joy or whatever you want to call it out of people buying a set. You know that I'm not going to buy, but just because it's that set, it's the historic $1,000 purchase Lego set. To see how many people are going to be in line for that one, or it's almost like a new iPhone when the iPhones were that exciting to get back when they were single digits, like the iPhone 4 and iPhone 5 and 6 and everything. So this UCS Death Star, will it demand as much anticipation as excitement as something like that? And I guess it's just crazy though, because you think, well, something's gonna force or motivate people to make a purchase like that, like on a really amazing gift of purchase, or something. But that's not the impressive part. I think it's just, I guess, the whole idea combined together. So Ivan's ready to go on that one, so that's kind of cool. And then we'll see how some other people. I've purposely have not watched anyone do a full review on that set or talk about the build. I've seen a couple YouTube shorts on it and say it wasn't the most interesting build, but those are from people who did not buy the set. And so I think their excitement is a little bit squelched because they did not, have to put up the money for something like that. So I'll be more interested. I guess that's part of the excitement now that I'm saying that. I'll be more interested in someone who is buying that set with their own money and talking about their experience. That's going to be definitely a more genuine review of the set itself. So yeah, Ivan signs out. John Powell says, I'm watching it on Stud City even if I'm not buying. Yeah, he's one that will definitely, as he says, swipe the card, right, and buy a lot of stuff. But he got that set also. Didn't he get it for free? So I want to see some, another Lego YouTuber like Mac Builds Bricks. He's a good one. He said he's going to get it release day. So he's going to spend his own money on it. They should have made a mouse droid battle pack for GWP on the Death Star. Yeah, I need that money. That's something different, right? John Powell says, decided I don't want to spend the money on the Christmas AT since all I really want is the Vader. Yeah, I wonder, I'm sure some people will definitely buy it and sell the minifig. Yeah, any of those sets that come with, I guess, exclusive characters or minifig characters, definitely they sell those guys off, the minifigures off right away, or not right away, but they put them up for sale separately. So yeah, that's true, John Powell. I guess you could just do that. I like the build though. I like the full build itself. I don't know if it's the best priced at $60, but of course it's Star Wars, so there's a premium markup there. But I think I think it'll be a cool set to have. Kind of, like the Dark Falcon, and kind of in that theme of making fun a little bit, or just having fun with the Star Wars theme in a different way that only Lego can do, quite honestly. Matt is alive. Psh, just caught me here at the tail end of the live stream. Matt is alive, has arrived, digging the dive, striving to survive, drive to thrive. High five, subscribe, like the live. Psh, yes, sir. Give us 24 likes, you guys. I need that money says the Vader figure is going to be expensive in the long term since the set is only going to be out for 3 months. Oh, that is true. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, this is going to be a limited release. So, yeah, always Matt is Alive's got the W intro for sure. John Powell says, "Yeah, I don't buy minifigs." Yeah, so well then there's that. So if you like the minifig, but you're not going to get it anyway, that makes sense then. Why get any of it? But yeah, it's going to be a limited release. Thanks for pointing that out. I need that money because that is another reason that that darn set is going to sell quickly. And I guess I wonder if, like John Powell, you're pointing out how quickly how the website will crash because so many people will try to be on it at the same time. I don't know. That's going to be interesting. Will I be able to get it considering all those factors? And I was listening to another YouTube channel last night, like when the Black Pearl or the Pirates of the Caribbean ship came out 2 weeks ago. I guess it was so popular, Lego didn't anticipate that, or maybe they did, but there weren't enough sets to go around. Like some Lego stores only had like 5, maybe a few more of that set in stock at the store. And so that set has been on back order for, I guess, since day one. So I don't know. It kind of reminds me of when we're dealing with the whole COVID thing and Lego and all the supply networks that you need to get consumer goods around and other needs. Like Lego was on a shortage, so there was like limited Lego sets pretty much in general. So you were some of maybe the more or less popular sets were basically the only option you had to buy something. So quite interesting. So yeah. Matt is Alive's got another good rhyme and reason here. The Pirates of the Caribbean. Let's go. Matt is Alive coming in hot says, did you know that the apple pie in the Dominican Republic is about $5? Cherry pie in Jamaica is $7.50, and the pecan pie in Cuba costs about $8. These are the pirates of the Caribbean. I think you used that before, Matt is Alive. I am kind of thinking, does he come full circle on his material? John Powell says, I've stayed up until 3 a.m. before because you could not get onto the Lego website. Okay, I do like that set, the gingerbread AT-AT, but if that's the case, and that's a weeknight, I'm not going to go that crazy. I will wait, as you said, John Powell, till the regular daytime then, if that set's if the going on the Lego website is that crazy. It would be too hard to get to a Lego store. You'd have to like take the day off from work to get to a Lego store on release day anyway, because that's a Wednesday. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people who do to buy these sets. I think, again, I'm just so curious how well or how much anticipation, excitement, FOMO is going to be there to buy this Lego UCS Death Star set. And then is it going to cause like even more momentum for other Lego sets to, basically sell out too? So is the Lego UCS Millennium Falcon going to benefit from all this excitement? Are they going to sell that set out as well? So, just crazy to think about what in the world what's going to go on here. Okay, now I got to figure out something. I have mechanically how to connect. Oh, okay, wait. I'm looking at how to connect something here. I think, that's what I did. I'm like messed up on one connection here. Building up this trash compactor set. Okay, so almost done with the build here. So I'll finish up with this and show you guys what I got so far. And what do you think? I don't know if I did this right. Ah, okay. Whoa. Man, there's a whole lot of mechanical pieces going into this thing. It's very cool though. All right. So, wow, hour and a half. Let's go. Matt is Alive says, sorry, I have a ton of material, but I'll try to keep it Lego themed. That's fun. Matt is Alive. Got to challenge you to be your best, to make you thrive. John Powell says, having only 5 to 10 of a major set in a store is actually normal. Really? Okay, that's interesting. I've seen when the Bar Roar came out, they had at least a stack of boxes. So maybe it was, I don't know, it was one of the stores out here in the West Coast. So maybe there's more here just because of the amount of foot traffic or just the bigger population. B Bandit says, take off work to buy a set. Yeah, I don't know, B Bandits. If it was something I was planning a major buy to take a day off, is that crazy talk? If it was something like how Ivan said, he's saving up money for this whole thing and he's gonna, go buy this UCS set, then that would be fun. Maybe if we make it big on the Lego. Oh, here we go. The next wall to the trash compactor's going on the track here, guys. So here we go. Look at that. Whoops. I want to mess it up. Yeah, if it was something, I don't know. If it was like Ninjago City, I was so excited to get that set. But I did not get that on a day one release. So there we go. All right. Trash compactor all set. I will finish this on another live stream and show off the minifigs, because now what I got to plan is how or what to build next to keep up with this Star Wars theme. I was thinking I do have the Razor Crest set, or maybe I'll surprise you guys with something. I got a couple ideas. John Powell says, yeah, I went to sleep and got up early and had no trouble. Still making my order. This is it. All right, so this is the trash compactor set, guys. This is my 10% version of my UCS Death Star themed set here. My 10% version, not $1,000 version. But I think if you got that UCS Death Star and you're happy with the look, then this track looks a little off, but I got to fix that. But yeah, it'll be a fun build to see those who get it and bought it with their own money, because that's pretty fun. All right, have a great day, everyone. I will reconnect with you guys this weekend, hopefully, and see what I can do to surprise you with another Star Wars themed build. Thank you, Matt is Alive. Peace on you, brother. Have a good one, everyone.